Hi, good evening. My name is Ayolua and I'm a travel consultant and also a real estate consultant. I'm currently taking the product management course with academia, and so far the classes have been super great. It's been interactive, from the anchor to my fellow students in the class. It's been an amazing, I think 3 weeks now or 4 weeks. It's been an amazing 3 weeks, with loads of assignments, and trust me, the assignments actually helps me. It has widened my knowledge and also giving me more insight about product management. And lastly, I would recommend academia over and over again. So this is an institute that you should sign up with if you are looking into transitioning to tech. Yes, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm a singer-songwriter. I recently started a course in product design with academia, and the experience has been really amazing, to my surprise, because I've always thought of product design or tech to be very hard and not for me. But academia have made it so simple and easy for me. I really thank God for them. And also, I want to use the opportunity to recommend academia to you. I'm not just hyping them; they're actually very good. Their tutor is amazing. Simplify everything for you. You understand, and also they are very patient with you, with discounts, with the payments plan and everything.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Please confirm that you can hear me.
Can hear you.
Awesome. So welcome back to day 2 of our career workshop, Life After Graduation, How to Land a Job and Build Skills and Design a Career You Love. I'm Martha and I'll be your host again this evening. So we're so happy to have you all with us again for day 2. So welcome, guys. Please, you can use the emoji to welcome every one of us here present. We are so glad to have you with us again. So if you are here with us last week, can I see your hand raised? Timothy, Adenei, Afiz. Oh, welcome, guys. Welcome back again for day 2. And if this is your first time joining us, can you signify by raising your hand, or you can just drop a chat? Oh, Stephen, welcome. Good to have you here with us again. Thanks for joining us this evening. All right, awesome. We are really excited to have you with us today. You picked the perfect time to jump in. So last Saturday was something else. If you are present, you can testify to this. For those of us present, you could tell the energy was real. Our speakers kept it 100% with us, sharing stories we could relate to. People weren't just listening, they were asking like really engaging questions, really thoughtful questions, like how to land a job, what if I don't have an experience, should I even do a 9 to 5? So if you missed it, don't worry, we've got the full recording. The full recording is attached to the day 2 events on the calendar invite, so be sure to check it out. So now for tonight's session, we are not going slow at all, guys. Sorry, we are not going slow at all. I mean, we are going straight into 2 powerful sessions that speak directly to your next chapter. So first, we'll be diving into something I'm really excited about, building wealth early, money moves every graduate should make. Because if there's one thing they didn't teach us in school, I mean, during my own time, it's how to make, manage, and multiply money early. I didn't learn that while in school. So then we'll talk about future-proof careers, tech, and the new skills that matter. Because let's be honest, the job market is not what it used to be. The world is changing, and we've got to stay ahead. So if you're a recent graduate and or you just wrapped up your NYSC, trust me, you want to stay to the very end. This is the kind of stuff that helps you to avoid future unknowns. So before we dive right in, here are a few things to keep in mind. Please keep your mic muted while someone else is speaking so you can hear clearly. Drop your questions in the chat anytime. No question is too small. And during the Q&A, feel free to raise your hand if you want to speak directly. And finally, don't be shy with your reactions, your emojis. Use them generously. Drop your thoughts in the chat. Let's make this virtual space feel like a revive. And as you all know, this workshop is powered by academia. And towards the end, we'll hear more from them, including updates on the scholarship opportunity they have launched, especially for NYSC members and recent grads. So you definitely don't want to miss that. All right, so before we jump into our first session, let's take a quick pulse check. So if you've had to describe how you're feeling right now about your future career with one word, what would that be? So please drop your answers in the chat. I will be reading along. It could be anything, guys. It could be, say, I feel overwhelmed. I feel confident. I feel confused. So any word you can use to describe how you're feeling about your future career, please feel free to drop that on the chat. I'm waiting. Don't be shy. Please use the chats. It could be anything. Oh, Timothy says, I feel secured. Bamboye says, I feel gauged, vague rather. Okay. All right. So keep it coming. Two more, then we just get things started. All right. And just for fun, drop in the chats. If it could be anything, what is one thing you wish school had actually prepared you for? What is one thing you wish school had actually prepared you for? It could be anything, guys. It could be, say, oh, I wish they taught me how to network or how to negotiate salary or probably how to survive Lagos traffic on your way to your 9 a.m. interview. So it could be anything. I just want to hear your thoughts and let's know how you feel. So what's one thing you feel or you hoped that school would have taught you? So it seems people are still thinking about this question. All right. So just like Adene and Timothy, Bamboye and Timothy mentioned, okay, real world, but I learned that outside of CAP. Okay, interesting. So just like Timothy just mentioned, um, we are all here figuring things out. We're figuring things out in real time. And that's exactly what this space is for, to share, to learn, and to grow together. So thank you all for joining tonight. We are here for something really exciting. All right, so let's jump into our first session for tonight. Who is ready? Who is ready? So everyone, please, you could use the emoji to let's just know how you're feeling right now. The session is about to start. Thank you so much, guys. I really love the engagement. Thank you. All right, so we're kicking things off with something very interesting, insightful, essential, because let's face it, chasing your dreams is great, but making sure your money is moving smart is really very important. So that's a game changer. So whether you just wrapped up your NYSC or figuring out your next move or already job hunting, I mean, the next session is one you want to or you can't afford to miss. So we're talking about budgeting, saving, investments, building wealth from the jump, and we've got the perfect person to break it all down for us. So please give a big warm welcome to Florence, Damilola, Olatunbosun, financial research analyst at MoneyAfrica. So I'll be going ahead to read Damilola's profile with us. I would be sharing my screen with you all. So Damilola Florence is a distinguished financial educator at MoneyAfrica, committed to redefining the financial landscape across the African continent. Our mission is clear: to transform how Africans understand and achieve financial empowerment. An exceptional scholar from the onset, Damilola graduated with distinction in our national diploma program, ranked among the top 10% of our undergraduate class, and became a chartered accountant while still in university, an achievement that underscores her discipline, intellect, and commitment to excellence. With over 5 years of experience spanning banking, development finance, and personal wealth education, she brings deep expertise in financial systems design, cash flow optimization, and strategic financial planning. Our impacts includes training nearly 300 individuals on financial management and implementing systems that have transformed organizational operations. At MoneyAfrica, Damilola leads our impact financial education initiatives, developing innovative programs, creating tailored tools, and nurturing a growing ecosystem of financially empowered Africans. Our work directly addresses the continent's financial inclusion gap, equipping everyday people with the knowledge and confidence to take ownership of their finances, build generational wealth, and lead transformational financial journeys. So this is your time. It's your pen and paper moments, or it's your time to like take your notepads, your note app, anything you have to just jot down. So Florence, we are so excited to have you with us tonight. The floor is yours, and everyone, please show her some love as she take over. Over to you, Florence.
Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but you seem distant.
Okay, so let me adjust my mic. Okay,
All right.
so good evening, everyone. My name is Damilola. My citation has been read, but I would want to say this right. I might not really spend a lot of time with you, but the little knowledge I'm going to share with everyone on the call, if you can implement it, I can promise you in the next 5 years, you will remain the same financial wise. So I've been asked to talk about building wealth early, money move every graduate should make. Building wealth early, money move every graduate should make. This topic is a very interesting topic and personal topic to me because as an individual, I think I've been a graduate twice, first at the national diploma level and then at the BSc level. So before I tell you anything, the first thing I would like to say is that the first thing I would like to tell you is that you should, if you must make any money move, you need to actually reset your mindset. For every money move, for every wealth you must build, you need to start with your mindset. I can tell you a lot of things, budget, learn how to invest, learn how to negotiate your salary. But if you don't treat your mindset, if you don't work on your mindset, you are not going to achieve anything. So I'm going to advise that the first thing you do, if you really want to make the most out of your wealth, is to work on your mindset. Start with your mindset. And how do you start with your mindset? How do you fix your mindset? The only way you can fix your mindset is by reading, right? I love the job that Academia is doing currently because they are helping people to renew their skill sets and also their mindset. So guys, I would want to advise that if you really want to build your wealth as a graduate, the first step you should do is to renovate your mindset. There's a need for you to fix your mindset. And after you fix your mindset, the next thing you need to do is to start with a plan. You know when they said that if you don't plan, you're actually planning to fail. So the same thing with your finances. If you don't plan your finances, you're definitely going to fail financial-wise. When I say creating a financial plan, I'm not asking you to create something sophisticated. As simple as writing a 1-year goal, a 6-month goal, a 5-year goal, that is a plan. So I'm going to advise you as a graduate, the first thing you should do is try as much as possible to create a customized lifestyle for yourself. You might want to go as far as saying that for every income you make, you are setting aside 20% for your future. That is something. And I know that you might ask yourself that, oh, Danny, I'm just earning 100,000 naira. If I'm earning 100,000 naira, how am I going to? I'm earning 100,000 naira. 30 times 20% of my income is not significant enough. It's not significant enough. But I can tell you for a fact that if you start by setting aside 20% of your income every day, every month, in the next 10 to 15 years, it will be something, right? And you're not just setting this money aside, you're creating an habit. Because if you don't pick this habit, if you don't create this habit now that you're earning little, when you start earning much, you won't be able to create something meaningful. So remember, create a plan for yourself. And when you create a plan for yourself, try as much as possible to stick to that plan. Then I'm going to talk about something major that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard us talk about at MoneyAfrica, which is building an emergency fund. Guys, I won't overemphasize this. Building an emergency fund is a no-brainer. For every graduate that wants to build their wealth, for every graduate that wants to do way better with their wealth, there's a need for you to have an emergency fund. And an emergency fund is not something sophisticated. It's as little as just setting aside something for your rainy days. We usually recommend that you should set aside 3 to 6 months of your living expense. 3 to 6 months of your living expense, which means that if your living expense in the fund, that means when you factor in your groceries, your expenses, your transportation, is 100,000 naira. The minimum you're expected to set aside as your emergency fund will be 300,000 naira. While the maximum is 600,000 naira. Remember what I said, building wealth starts with your mindset. And after your mindset, you have to have a plan. And after having a plan, you have an emergency fund. I would like to say something major that a lot of budgets tend to overlook, which is lifestyle inflation. What is lifestyle inflation? Lifestyle inflation is simply talking about a situation whereby your income increases. As your income increases, your expenses also increases automatically. For graduates, I would like to tell you guys that the moment you start earning, or maybe you enjoy a new income, please try as much as possible not to increase your expenses. Don't say, oh, my income has increased, and because of my income has increased, I'm going to increase my expenses. Please try as much as possible to avoid lifestyle inflation, because a lot of youth nowadays, what is robbing them up of building significant wealth is actually lifestyle inflation. So now that I've spoken about the ground rules, I've spoken about lifestyle inflation, the next thing I would want to talk about is that budgeting. See, budgeting is not complicated. And I'm pretty sure as a graduate, when you're in school, you're budgeting, and even if you're not budgeting, you must have seen one or two people budget around you. So I would want to advise them, try as much as possible to budget for everything you are spending. Create a budget for your lifestyle, create a budget for your income. Don't just live life the way it's taught. Ensure that for every little thing you are spending, you are tracking it. And with that being said, the next thing I would want to talk about is investing. They are not too young to start investing. I wish someone told me this earlier. You are not too young to start investing. And I know someone was like, oh, Danny, I'm not earning more. How can I start investing? Or what can I even invest in? I would want to put it to you that with as little as 5,000 naira in a month or 10,000 naira, you can actually start investing. This is investing even in the stock market or in mutual funds. So now I know that everybody will be wondering, Danny, what and what can I invest in? I always advise that investing is, before you invest, your investment should be tailored made. You shouldn't just invest because everybody's asking you. You shouldn't just invest because everybody's asking you to invest. You should actually ask yourself, what are my goals? What are my needs? What am I trying to achieve as an investor? By clearly identifying this, you will be able to know what assets to invest in. So like I said, there are different types of assets you can invest in. You can invest in mutual funds. You can invest in the stock market. So, but let's start with mutual fund. What is mutual fund? I'm pretty sure you must have been wondering, or you must have had one or two people tell you about mutual fund. Mutual fund is simply, just imagine a fund manager holding a basket and then collecting resources from different investors. Investor A, investor B, investor C. They all pool their resources together. And when they pool their resources together, the fund manager then takes the fund and then invests this fund on behalf of the investors, the people that invested with them. And the good news is that after a while, when they make returns, they share the returns with people that have invested with them. You can refer to a mutual fund as a low-risk investment instrument because to a large extent, you can be guaranteed your capital. To a large extent, you can be guaranteed your capital. Now, let's talk about treasury bills. What are treasury bills? Treasury bills is another instrument that you can invest in. And I personally refer to treasury bills as a risk-free investment opportunity because you're practically just investing with the government. It's like you're giving the government your money and then they give you a return. And for treasury bills, there are different types of, you can invest for 6 months, you can invest for 3 months, and you can invest for a whole year. And depending on how long you are investing in, that would determine the return you would get. That would determine the return you would get as an investor.
Hi, Florence. It seems your background is a bit noisy. Could you find somewhere more quiet? Thank you. All right. So it's from what I heard, Florence is traveling, so uh, it seems she's really in a tight situation right now. So we'll just move over to our next speaker. Hopefully she comes back. But if she doesn't, please feel free to prepare your questions. I believe you've been taking notes. You have like some key takeaways. Prepare your questions for her so that when she comes back, she could go through them. So without wasting much time, we will be moving over to our next speaker. So now let's shift gears and dive into like another crucial piece of the puzzle, your career journey. In today's fast changing world, what does it really take to build a career that lasts? So to help us answer that, we've got someone truly special, a total powerhouse in tech and a visionary when it comes to the skills of the future. So please join me in welcoming Oyindamola Ossi, the CEO of VampAI, here to talk about the future-proof careers, tech, and the new skills that matters. So I'll go ahead now to read Oyinda profile while I walk you through. All right, can you see my screen, guys? All right, so Oyindamola is an award-winning global people leader at the intersection of technology, global human resources, and digital innovation with over 13 years of transformative expertise. Throughout her impactful journey, Oyindamola has been instrumental in the development and execution of HR processes, people, and organizational strategies. Her proven track record of success is evident in the pivotal role she has played in attracting, engaging, and nurturing talent for diverse multi-million dollar projects across Europe, Middle East, and Africa. She is an AI evangelist and a founder of VampAI, the Tinder for jobs, an AI powering hiring platform helping businesses hire talents 7x faster. Oyindamola is a proud MBA graduate in HR from the University of Essex. She also holds a prestigious Senior Professional Human Resource International certification from HRCI USA and is recognized as a chartered member of the esteemed CIPD United Kingdom. This academic foundation, coupled with a global perspective, positions Oyindamola as a formidable force in the HR tech ecosystem. So, Oyindamola, we are so glad to have you with us tonight. The floor is yours, and everyone, please give her a big round of applause as she takes us into the future of work.
Okay, that's fine. Hi everyone. Thank you for having me. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hi guys. I'm happy to be here, and thanks to the leadership of this program for having me. So I'm going to run you through. So this I like to have. I like to say that I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk with you. So I'm not going to read my profile because that has already been done. So I'm just really going to jump into the conversation that we have today, and I'm also being mindful of time. So I'm then going to keep my introduction and then just go right into our conversation for today. So I want to believe, so I'm going to be making some nice assumptions. So I want to believe that everybody in this room, all of us are looking for ways to better off our careers that we've started. Because I know when Martha was speaking regarding when you leave school, what do you want to do? You could either go the career way or the business way. But I'm making an assumption that all of us here, we want to go the career way. And that's also why you've come here to do some level of training, because I was listening at the beginning, just so to understand the group of people in the room. And I see that most of you are sometimes transiting your career, and you just really are either looking to transfer your transferable skills from one and whatever career you're doing before, and you're majorly interested in building your career in tech, which is fantastic. That's my assumption of the people that we have in the room today. So first off, for you to understand, for you to want to take from something, you must understand that thing. Either it's an ecosystem, either it's an industry. So I would say that for you to want to take anything away from the Nigerian market, and any market you want to operate in the Nigerian market, in the European market, you will first of all understand that market. So that's what I want to first of all let you understand. So first, I will not bullshit you. I'll give you the facts. And so the truth, there are some truths. The truth is, number one, the market is competitive right now. The labor market is highly competitive. So you should know that either you want to practice or you're looking for roles in Nigeria, in the UK, in the UAE, wherever, the market is highly competitive. So what's then going to make you stand out in a highly competitive market? Know that, and let us know, please. Number one, the market is competitive. Number two, I also want to tell you, even while the market is competitive, there are still some gaps. There are still some skill gap. And if you look into reports, either you want to look into what economic follow report, you will see that there are some jobs, there are some ecosystem, also there's some industry that they are saying that, you know what, whilst these jobs are going low, there are some jobs that are going to be in demand. And I believe that is why some of you have been here. You've recognized that, and that's why you've been here to be upskilled, which is fantastic. So you are again in luck. Whilst the competition is high, there are gaps. So with your tech training, you will see that you are able to use your new skills to fill those gaps. And another thing that I also want you to know is there's also the increase in the remote world of work. The world is now a global village, because I like people to know, which means that the skills that you are learning today, understand that you do not only have to practice working with Nigerian businesses. You can as well sit in your Lekki, your Korodu, your Yanokaja house, and you're working for businesses in the UK, in the US, and around the world. So I want you to first of all understand that. So know that, I want you to know that there are a lot of opportunities. And finally, what I want you to understand, and I will probably be elaborating somewhere along the flag, that you see, everything we are saying and everything, mindset, for me, mindset is even number one. Because if you believe deeply in your mind that you see this opportunity, I'm going to get it, you will get it. If you believe in your mind that, it's hard, it's difficult, it's tough, then it will be hard, it will be difficult. But if you believe that, you know what, even when it's competitive, even when there are skill gaps, even when with the rise of remote work, all of these are going to work for me, and I'm going to get what I'm going to get from this market, from what I want. So I really want you to believe that there are opportunities. yes, there are competition, but there are opportunities. Yes, some jobs are going to really be not in demand. Some job will still be in demand. So you need to. So the question you should be asking is: so what are the jobs that are in demand? What are the jobs that I really need to be focusing on? And what transferable skills do I have that I can use to leverage and be able to get those jobs? And again, I believe you are in the right room and you're in the right place, because these are things that you're already learning from being in this room. So please, if you have any questions, start taking it down and I will take it out again. So now I also just wanted to, having said all of that prep, I want you to understand that, again, if in either you're transiting from one career to the other, or either you're looking to get your first, second job in tech, you know that sometimes the first job doesn't have to be perfect. And again, there's no fast route to anything, but sometimes the first job will not be perfect. I just wanted to know that, but it doesn't mean that it will not lead you somewhere. It doesn't mean that you will not take it and that will take you. And again, your first job doesn't mean that that's the end of your career. It's just a place for you to learn. And some people are so lucky that their first job will be the next thing to slice bread. I'm always happy to hear stories like that. And sometimes your first job will be somewhere that will be like your learning ground. It will be like the field that they will really grind you. And even though, and when I say perfect, it might be the pay, it might be that the fact that maybe the location, it might even be like, oh, you really, during this training, your target is to really work for a global organization. But you might see that there are some very nice, good, smaller company that they will really be good in terms of culture, in terms of pay. So that's what I mean. It might not be like as perfect as you write. It might not be told like an anthem, like you've written that you want your next job to be. But they might be like they are small organization, and they will really sometimes give you that rigor that you need. I'm always a fan. I mean, I always say I'm a startup girl. Even before I started my own business, I love small companies. And I'll tell you why. I love small companies because I realize that I'm able to add more value, and that's my personal preference. It doesn't have to be for everyone. I'm able to add more value in smaller organizations. And sometimes in smaller organizations, I'm able to also work a lot, because sometimes I always say I like to work. So I'm able to really work a lot to allow me grow. And sometimes in smaller organization as well, I'm also able to negotiate for the things that I want. I'm able to say, go to the leadership and say, if I do this, are you guys going to do this? These are things that I've done in my own career. And I feel like I have the room to maneuver in smaller organizations. So that's my personal preference. But please, you don't have to use my own template. So I always say that first job doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you know what you want, and it will also give you a leg in the room. So today you've done this training, and the next thing is you're looking to practice. So you're looking to really now use, because whatever you learn in the classroom, or no matter how hands-on the training are, when you go into the real world, that's when you use it. And because you're using real life example, there's something to lose if you mess it up. So it's always good to try hands on real life projects. I always encourage that. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So you should look out, and you should look out wild. You should not limit yourself. Again, like I just said at the beginning, what is a global village? Don't limit yourself to only Nigerian businesses, and don't even limit yourself. You can limit, and when we even say global, it could be, if you could be working for a company in Ghana, it could be Kenya, and you can also follow the news to see where is the money going, where is the money flowing, where are the businesses, where are they, what is happening, and you will use that to. I always say follow the money. When you follow the money, the job will come. So I'm going to be showing you both conventional ways to find your next career and ways that are not conventional, because those are sometimes, and you see, I said it somewhere, because it's never crowded at the extra miles. So there are places that no one is looking, and when you look, you will always find. So yeah, some people believe, that their first job will define their entire career. That's not true. My first job, I started in business development. When I even say it, people laugh. And then I find myself in human resources, and now I find myself being an entrepreneur, leading a business. Is something I've not done before. And in the last 2 years, this is what I've been doing. So really, you can define where you want to be and what you want to do. So that's just, again, another thing that I want to tell you. As far as you focus on learning, you focus on being curious, growing, so you can continue to pivot. You can continue to really say, this is what I heard some people saying that they were web designers, and now they took some training, and now they're product designer, and that's so amazing. Tomorrow, now that person doing that product, that person doing designing, that product designer person tomorrow can then now be a full-blown product manager and really lead it, because you already know what a beautiful, when you see a product, you know. When you see a product like this, you know, for me, I have product management skills, but I always say that was my own launch into tech. And it started from when I see a product, I'm analyzing, why is it like this? Why is it like that? Why is that like this? And then someone just said, you know, you could make a very good product manager, because when I see any product, I'm saying, why are they using these colors for a feminine product? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? So curiosity always leads us. So I'll say, don't limit yourself. And it's so good that you're starting from web. Now you're doing product. Soon you will now be like you're doing your own product. And soon that person can then be like a front-end engineer, really now even designing, the really coding, they really like building codes for their own product, which is like so amazing. So that's one thing I just wanted to make reference to that example. So now going to the we're going to the heart of the presentation. So what skills are employers looking for in today we're in 2025? What are people really looking for? Obviously you already know people wanting demand tech skills. You already know that. And aside that, people are also still really looking for digital literacy. In no matter what you do, you should be able to use some basic tools, like you should be able to use Excel. No matter what we know, and no matter how technology is going to come, a lot of organizations are still using Excel to do they're still using Excel in terms of people that are working in the finance. You should be able to use that if you want to work in like a 9 to 5. And if you look, I know a lot of folks here are products. So in case you're looking to be like maybe operations and you're looking into even human resources, some organizations still leverage Excel. I know how to use Excel. And even though I've not opened Excel I opened Excel yesterday because we still use Excel to track some of our CRM. So see, Excel skills are still so valid. Obviously, Canva, even if you want to showcase, because some of the things I will tell you somewhere here is you also need to, you've done this training, you need to show us that you've done this training. And if you don't show me, how can I know? You need to show what you've learned. At least you will use Canva to design maybe some small things, code or anything, or to even say, oh, these are the skills that I've learned. You want to, and Canva is so easy. Obviously, all of the Google Suite, Microsoft MS, you want to know how to use that. Some things will never go out of fashion. Even when you want to use your generative AI, you still need to know how to write, which is AKA prompting. You need to be able to write, because what you give your Gen AI tool is what is going to give back to you. So writing will never go out of fashion. How to present, you've been able to speak about your experience. You've been able to, everything you've learned, you've been able to tell me what you've learned succinctly in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Those are still like skills that nobody can take away from you. Basically, I'm trying to tell you, no matter what AI, no matter what we are building for the future of work, there are still some skills that we're always going to thrive in our humanity. You're always going to be able to thrive. You're writing. No, I still love to write. So I still write. Sometimes the way I do is I write myself and I would just ask my Gen AI to really just help me refine it, because I really still want to retain what makes me, because I love to write a lot. I still do that. And then presentation. No tool can do better than you to become comfort in your humanness. No one can take that, your interpersonal skills. At the end of the day, I always say that we are social animals. People are always going to be people. Even if you're looking for a job, and that will be one of the ways I will show you, you need to be able to speak to people. You need to have the confidence to go and meet people and say, oh, I feel like I bring this value. I have done this training and I want to bring this value to your team. This is the value I bring to the table. You should be able to say that to someone confidently and that they will buy it. So critical thinking is always, we are the ones, whatever you put today into your Gen AI tool, or whatever AI tool you're using, you are the one that is telling that tool how to think, how to behave. So we need to be able to still critical think as people to be able to have the best of any tool that you're using. If you miss that, whatever tool that you're using, you are as smart as your tool is as smart as you are. It's not thinking. No matter what we say, you click the search, deep thinking or whatever, it is what people have put in. That's what it's going to give to you. So I just wanted to know that regarding any Gen AI tool that you're using, that you still need to continue to critically think as a person to be able to get the best out of any tool. Obviously, we want you guys want to work in tech. You should know how to use Slack, Trello, Notion. Those are tools that are used in the ecosystem to just make things better. And then obviously you know how to use ChatGPT is one of the Gen AI tools that's, I mean, one of the most popular tools. You should know how to use that. So I just really want to tell you, now that you're looking for, I mean, we're thinking about how to get a job, and how to thinking about the future of work. So I mean, no matter if you don't want to use it, you see the next guy sitting beside you, the next guy applying for in the same world of work, looking for a job just like you, is using AI. So you should also, I always say, and I struggle with it, should I tell you guys to use AI or not? But I'm just going to be really honest. I don't want anybody to rely heavily on AI. I don't want you to just now give everything to AI and you're not doing anything. But I'll say the smart use of AI. I'm a preacher for AI for good. I want people to use AI responsibly, but I want you to use it. I do not want you to use it. I want you to use it. That's simple. Use it responsibly, use it carefully. Just make sure you're using it as a tool to really improve your efficiency, improve your productivity, and not as a tool to replace you or to replace the work that you're supposed to do. So, and that being said, obviously for your job hunt, there are ways you can leverage AI for that. It could be you want to use ChatGPT to refine your resume, to reply to maybe when they're asking you some questions. You want to use it to write your cover letter, whatever you want to use it for, you can use that. Our tool is VampAI. It's a tool where it's an IRA recruitment platform where organizations come to hire talent on our platform, but we also have the talent side for you where you can go. We have free usage. You can sign up, create your account on www.usevampai.com. You can score your resume. It's for free. That feature is free. You want to apply for a job, but how will you know if they're going to hire you? You can put the job description in our platform, put your CV, and it's going to tell you what you score. If you already scored below 6 or below 7, you already know that chances that you get the job are very slim. It's not impossible, but they're very slim. Assuming those people too, they've input AI into their own system. So you can score your resume from our platform. You can write your CV if you want. You can write cover letters. You can use the tool to really just tailor your CV to the job description. You can do amazing, nice things on our platform. So you can do that. And again, like I said, you can also use your ChatGPT to do all of that. You can improve your documentation using AI that can help you. Sometimes I know that it's for me personally, I don't like cover letters, but I realize that cover letters sometimes improve your chances of getting that interview because again, before you get a job, there are steps. The cover letter sometimes help you because it increases the keywords. So again, because it could be tiring to do, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. It could be very honest every time, but now AI is here. They can help you refine. And once you do it once or twice, you can always then know, especially if you're really actively searching for a job, you should make sure that, for me, I always say everybody should think, what am I going to do in this application that's going to set me apart from everybody else? Newsflash, everybody else is going to be using AI just like you. So you will not think, what do I need? What do I need to do? And that's why personalized outreach comes. Now that everybody's going to be using AI, what am I going to, what are chances that people are not going to do? People are lazy, and that's like the truth. And you can take that to the bank. People will use AI to write their CV just like I'm telling you to also do. People are going to use AI to write their cover letter, but what people might not sometimes do, because again, people are getting lazy by the day, they will not personally reach out. So it could be, for example, you see a job even on our platform, Vamp, you have applied, nothing is stopping you. We put the name of the client. In fact, why we are different in the market is we put the name of the client, we put the type of role, we put the salary range, because again, these are things I have seen in this ecosystem that I don't like. Let people know what you're looking to pay. If I don't want to apply, I don't want to apply. If I want to apply, not that you are hiding the salary so that you can pay me lower. No, I want to just tell people no. So I make sure I get the salary bracket from my own client. So there's no job you will see on VAM that would never have a salary bracket. So, and we put the name of the client. So there's nothing stopping you. You've already applied. You can go and say, oh, excuse me, I've applied for this job. I just would like to spotlight my profile to you. I've seen one guy did it last 2 weeks or last week. There was a virtual assistant role on our platform. Sadly, the role has closed because the client has moved on. But I remember the guy, and that's why I'm using him as an example. If there's another VA role that opens up now on our platform, I'm going to recommend him. I might even say there's no need to post the job. I already have someone for you, because the guy reached out to me. They say, oh, I saw this job. I just really want to spotlight my profile. And I thought, wow, I love that, because that's what I tell people to do. And I had to reply him to say, oh, sorry, this role is closed, because I have to be honest. I believe that they found, to be honest, I think they found someone. I'm not even sure, but I think so, because it's been open for 2 weeks. I expect they will have found someone. And I heard that they had like over 100 applications. I think the role is closed. But I note you. And truly, when I see someone else I want to hire VA, I will recommend that guy, because he has reached out to me personally. Now, that's different. It's out of 100 applications that they said they got, only that guy did it. So that's what I say. You have to think of, if, especially, if you're not looking for a job, nice, you're okay, you are living a soft life. But if you're really looking and you really want to everything, because the thing is, see, I always say tech skills is like, I don't know if you're not Yoruba, pardon me. That's tech skills is like Ishewo. You have to do it. You have to, Ishewo means, it's a skill, it's a hand skills. You have to continue doing it. To be, if you say today you've learned product design, if you are not designing, and that's why you see product designers, they will have their Binance, I don't know what you guys call it, they will have their profile on Binance. You will see them just going to random pages, and they will just be helping people they will be improving their page, because they know it's like, you need to continue doing it. You need to continue doing it. So for me, that's so if you really like bend down, I need to get a job in 60 days, I need to get a job in 90 days. You're not going to just apply and then cross your leg and use the time that. So I always say we are using AI to save time and to 10x or 7x, whatever our productivity. I want you to take that time that you're saving using AI to pour it back into the job search. To say, now that AI has helped me, or now that I have used this tool to help me, what else can I do? For me, it is in turning on your humanity, reaching out to people. If you apply for 20 jobs, reach out to the 20 people. If that's the job you want, if it's a job that you love, find somebody in the company to say, okay, please, I apply for the job. I just want to spotlight my profile. Chances, if you reach out to 20 people, I can bet my salary on it for you. At least 5 will reply you to say, either it's going to be we'll interview you, or it has closed, or we find someone internally. At least they'll give you some level of feedback. And you can take that, you go again. There's no way you do that for 90 days and you say that you don't find a job. It's impossible. It's actually impossible to do that. Do everything is impossible. And obviously make sure that you edit whatever thing that you're using AI to get. So moving on now, for me, I always say that building a career is just more than getting one job. So, and that's where it comes to, I always say, whatever you're doing, don't do anything just because, they say tech is what is raining now. It has to connect with your purpose. And I'll use myself for example. It took me a long time before I fully pivoted to tech. Why? Because I was not connecting. And I don't know if I've shared this anywhere. I've done business analyst training. I've done Scrum Master training. But once if it doesn't connect with my core, I would just be like, this is not for me. I kept saying, for business analyst, I said, I don't know. It's something I could do, but it was not just for me. I said, this is not just for, I don't know. It was not, I was not connecting with it. I didn't see myself because it wasn't connecting with my core. But Scrum Master, I connected. I liked it. I did it. I actually did it. I'm like, okay, I liked it. I did it. And Scrum Master, and why I'm saying that to you is because things change in the tech ecosystem. It's like this. 2, 3, 4 years ago, Scrum Masters were they were earning hundreds of dollars. Like everybody was a Scrum Master. Where are they now? Check. Go to LinkedIn now, type Scrum Master. Tell me how many you will see. It is it went like this. I don't think I've seen anything that went bam and it just went boom flat. It just did because it was crazy. I don't think I've seen anything like that. I just went up and just went bam back flat. Now people that are doing Scrum Master, all of them are in project delivery, project whatever. If the smart ones or the smart ones, if they did not go and take a proper project management course, it means that if you rely on only scrum.org or whatever, and they did not go to really take the proper project management, they are all now, whatever, anybody that's taking mortgage now, I don't even want to know what's going to happen to them. And that's the technical system for you. You have to say, this is a career. So that's it. It's not just enough to say, okay, I have taken my nice web designer or my nice UI UX. What else? How can I make this a career? What career can I make out of? Because you will get a nice job, paying you nicely. But now AI is here. AI is helping people. Now, you guys can see how I hope you guys are following the AI news. Every day there's a new feature that is released. Even me myself, I'm just like, God. Every day there's a new feature. Every day there's a new feature released. Today now, before that was 1-2 months ago, ChatGPT, they released their own tool that can generate image. If you were making money, if you're doing shakara, if you're a graphic designer doing shakara now those businesses, they don't even, and for they don't even need to pay. The free ChatGPT can even give them that. Imagine if they pay 16, I had the 16,000 to pay in Nigeria for that. So if you are doing shakara, you're saying one design is 10K. Now they have a tool that they can pay 16,000 a month and they can do 500 design if they like. So that's why I said we have to always think, what next, what more, what career can I build? But if you are a graphic designer and you've quickly now say, this AI wants to take my client, what can I learn quickly? If you quickly say, okay, next thing, how do I do UGC? UGC is not something everybody knows. It's another level because I think that is computer generated design. You have to know. Or it is everybody now wants to use ChatGPT to do their design. You remember, I don't know if you guys saw the post everybody was posting, they post their picture, they are generating it from AI. Now, if that's what people are doing, you say, I because you know your graphic design well, you can say, if everybody, I want to go and learn, is it Photoshop, is it CorelDRAW, is it you too? You'll be doing something that if they are posting their own, you'll be posting your own, they'll be asking, how is it different? Yes, so everybody, so you too, you will have to keep doing things that will be same for if you are in UX design. Today there are tools now, I forgot the name. There's a tool that will generate you designs for your website that I think it is in Mirror Journey. I can't remember the name now. It will give you, just tell it what you want. It will give you the designs. So you as a UI UX guy, what will you do? What will you do? So it means that you have to do something. So it's a continuous. If this is the ecosystem, sadly, is everything. You have to do your research. Your ears have to be like, what's happened? 2 days ago, what is rocking the internet? Google just released. Now they release their video generation, image generation, and it is crazy. And you guess what? It speaks. I've said this weekend I want to sit on it. So I was saying, if I sit on it and if it gives me what I want, because today in my own business, I'm not even going to sack my content creator girl. But in my own business, we do a lot of videos. I've already been saying, because we turn what we are different is when a client comes to us, we turn their job description to video. If it works, I'll just tell her, and there's one of my staff that does that. Now, I'll just say, because I've always saying, the day we're going to get 100 jobs, am I going to ask you to do 100 videos? So now, God has done it for us. I would just say, but because she has the knowledge, I would just say, oh yeah, have you seen this tool? That's what we are going to be using. But if she comes to me and say, I don't know how to use this tool, I don't want to use it, I will not argue with her. I will just say, come and be going. I will hire somebody that wants to use it too. So invariably, back to our conversation, I just want to tell you that, in the world of work that we are now, everybody has to be on their toes. Like, you have to be. When they say this is it, when they say, oh, do you know how to use this tool? Even if you don't know, you can say, oh, immediately they tell you the name, you can say, oh, you will be like, oh, I have not used that tool, but I've used this, and I'm sure that my transferable skills can be relevant in this. Everybody knows that this ecosystem is crazy. So what I'm trying to say, you have to be like at alert and really getting the right information of what is happening, because if you're not doing that, you're not, because no matter how, it's a continuous learning. So that's another thing that I want to share. And I really just want to say that sometimes you will do all of these things and you will just feel like you're not getting the break that you need, that you want. And I wanted you guys to know that it's not a you problem. Sometimes it's just really happened. You have to understand. And I wrote it sometimes on my LinkedIn. In last year, I don't think I've ever been rejected in my whole life like I was rejected last year. Guess why? Because I was doing something new. I was doing something that I've never tried before. This year is better. Because there's always like a learning curve. It's not the day you give birth to a child. That's not the day the child will walk. There's a process. And believe me, no matter how, no amount of AI, no amount of how you want to run fast, you cannot run faster than the nature. You know what I mean? If you get pregnant today, there's no how. Let the biggest pastor in the world come and lay their hands on your tummy. You're not going to give that to the baby in a month. It will still stay the course. So that's also what I want to hear, because now I know it happens. Because I was talking to a lot of people that are doing trainings like, I thought I was going to, they promised me they're going to get me this job. Or even Oyin said, in 90 days. I've done everything she said, though, it's still not coming, what's up? Sometimes it just takes that. It's just something for some people, it just takes time. And some people, it is like bang, bang, bang. Because we're different. See the way I always say, the way that all our fingers are not equal is the way we are in life. All our stories are different. So I just really want you to really know that when I do everything, I just feel like, why is it not working? Why have I not received this break? Sometimes I feel like that myself. And then you just need to keep going, but don't give up, because I tell you, what you're looking for is possible. It is extremely possible, and it is happening. Like I was telling someone this morning, someone called me today to say they got a job, and I was saying, but another person called me 2 days ago as well that they got a job. I think this is such a nice season. And I said, I think that things that, because it has been a bit of a tough market, and I'm talking about people in the UK, and I was like, it's like something is happening, and I need to just really tell people in my community to say, I think that there's like a bit of a break. So if this is not a time to relax or relent, this is a time to really, really push, because I think that there's a break happening at this season. So you need to also take the feedback. Don't take it personal, and just don't take. You keep going. So if I send a message to somebody, don't be angry that you send them a what do you call it? Send them a DM. They are not replying, but they are posting. Imagine their post. Sometimes it's their PA posting. Like, don't even bother, and the PA cannot reply you. So sometimes sometimes they're AI posting. Like, don't even feel bad as they send a message, they're not replying, and they're posting. You move on. You go on. You move on to the next thing, and don't let that even. And so you just keep applying, because you know that what you're looking for is really there. So finally, as I said it at the beginning, I just really want you to know again. I want to repeat, like, you see, in anything you do, job search, especially when you're like trying to break for change career, look for or find a job, your mindset, that's it. That's your career superpower. Because if you believe that you're gonna get it, you will get it. If you believe that this thing, I'm going to hack it, you will hack it. If you believe that you see this job, I'm not going to spend this money. I'm not going to give the academia all the money that I paid, and I will now not find a job. It's not possible. I will look for that job to the end of the earth. And I'll tell you an assignment I gave one. I think it was 4 years ago. She came to me. I don't know a girl. She's 28. Just like the lady that just spoke, the Florence, the speaker that spoke before. She's 28, and she has not just done ICANN. She has done CFA. I don't know if you know what CFA is, but that's the most difficult examination in the I personally believe it's the most difficult examination in their financial or in their accounting world. This girl is 28. She has just graduated, and she told me she has done CFA, and she told me she's looking for a job she has not found. I said it's not possible, because you have what even the line managers that you're going to work, you have what they don't have. He said it's impossible. You are not looking well. And I said, you know what? First of all, you know what you're going to do now? You will look at your phone book. You will find 30 people that you will qualify 30 people from your address book, and you will go and send that 30 people from your own address book. You're not even, because sometimes we think that looking for a job is a big deal, but sometimes we take it too long or too far, and we actually ignore people that are in our ecosystem. If I ask some of you now, show of hands, how many of your friends, family, people in your own people, how many of them has know that you have passed through this training and that you now have a higher level of certification? How many people have you told, excuse me, I have now done product management, product design, product clinical in this academy, they've even given me a certificate too. So in case there's anything, I'm available. How many people? Because sometimes we look out at people that are not, people that don't really care if you make it or you don't make it. But your own people that if you succeed, is coming, even if they're going to use you for story, say, yes, I was the one that helped Uche to find the new job. It's not your cup of tea. But people that your success matter to them all, they know that if you make it, if you find a new job, at least even if it is one bottle of wine you will bring to them, we will ignore those people. We will not go. I'll tell you now, in my business, the first set of 10 clients we got, they are from my personal connection. And guess what? I looked at what I'm telling people to do. I went into my address and I was looking, and we were writing them down. Me and my team saying, write this person down. Write this person down. Now this person down. Now we're going to go after them. Do we think that they are my friends? They know what they know now. They know the way you shout, the way you promote your business. Some of them don't read. People just look. Later they say, oh, is it what you are doing now? Oh, okay. Until when you personally go and say, excuse me, this is what I'm doing now. They'll say, oh, okay. And I have this. So case in point, last week we signed a new client and I was just saying, oh, I wanted to just check if you have recruitment needs. She's my friend. But I'm not going to imagine that she's thinking about me. She has 3 children just like me. She has a thriving $1 billion business. I cannot say she's thinking. I say, I just want to ask you, do you have any recruitment? You say, yes, we have. Oh, we had a call 2 days after. This girl gives me 5 roles. If I have kept quiet, thinking she's my friend now, she should know. She will, when she asks, she will come and meet us. No, I'm the one that knows that I have a KPI to close 10 clients before end of June. So I'm running after them. They don't need to. So if you carry your address book and you say, this uncle, this auntie, this uncle, this friend, your friends are working in big company. Oh, I just want to tell you, this is what I'm doing now. That's what I told that girl to do. We didn't even, because I said, it's impossible. Write them a nice message. Let them know. Professional message. They are your friend. Will say, oh, I just really want to tell you, I'm looking, I'm on the market. I have this, I have that. You think they know. But you saying it to them, you're also saying it to the universe. To say, and I'm looking for this. So it wasn't up to how much. She said, that she just wanted to tell me that one of our connection introduced her to the CFO of Dangote, and she's going for an interview. So you see, we didn't even touch LinkedIn. Because I said, what you have is abnormal that you are looking for a job. That's it, because even your line manager will not have it. I can bet. She said she just wanted to tell me that we didn't even touch LinkedIn. I mean, only that one strategy. We didn't even touch. She didn't even send a CV out. It was just that message. And they said, tell them you have this, tell them you have CFA, and let me come and see who will know hire you. She didn't even have to. We didn't even send one CV out. It was not a CV matter because what she had already set her apart. She didn't need to do LinkedIn. We didn't even bother. So what I'm just trying to say, but it was when she came, I said, no, it's impossible that you are looking. And it came from the mindset to say, no, you cannot have this and you are lack. It's like, you cannot say you've passed through an upskilling school, you have these skills, you know all of these things, and you are going to be, what are you? You're only looking for one job. And that's what I tell people, only one, you know. You can't, we may not even be able to do to one out of all the jobs in the world, only one, and you will not be able to find. But it comes from you believing. You see the way I'm talking to you, because I believe it so much, like nobody can tell me it's not possible. So, but you have to so much believe it. It's true. How can I be looking for only one job? Truly, how many businesses in Nigeria today? We have 40 million small medium businesses. I'm not even counting the big business. The whole 40 million. Only one person cannot say, yeah, you come and let me say, come here, come and collect one this small salary and let us see what you can do. So that's really what. But it comes from your mind. It really comes. We can talk this thing. If we live here, if you don't believe it by yourself and match and go into the world and demand it, nobody's going to give you anything. But you have to be angry. Like my mom will always say, you have to be angry and go into the world and take it and take what you want. And really, I mean, today is not a day. It's not a day to really share my story. My story has always been. I always believe that this thing. I deserve it. You cannot tell me the stories of you are not technical. Not my today, even my engineers are afraid of me because you know why? Because I know what I want. I always say tech is not hard, it's logic. I follow logic and I do a ton amount of research because I know that I'm not technical. Then I come to you to bring you logic. You cannot tell me it's not possible because it's logical. Anything that is logical is possible. So same thing I want you to say, I'm looking for only one job out of all of this amazing job platform that is available. Out of all of these companies that are shouting that they are making money, it's not possible that I'm not going to find a job. And what are ways that, and I want to say, I don't know why if it was here and I've not touched on it, ways that you can, I wanted to really like touch on it. There was one thing that, yes, it was here. Yes, I think it was here that, so ways that I want you to take your job. So like I said, do this. Some of you will not have to finish the whole thing. One, find the people. Some people, they will be able to find 30. Some people, if I say, I don't know anybody, it might be 10. Reach out to them. Tell them what you've learned. Tell them what you are looking for. And also, don't say, when they say what are you looking for, don't say anything. Anything is nothing. No, say, what are you looking for? Anything sharp. No. You've done a training. What are you looking for? Be specific. I'm looking for this, or this, finish. So that again, look, they're not only going to carry your matter on your head, so that they know when they see what looks like what you're looking for, they'll remember you. So you have to say that, send it to people. Obviously, some of you will start applying. Apply purposefully. Don't just apply like anyhow. So you apply. It has to be structured. If I wake up, I do take care of my children or whatever you're doing, I start applying maybe at 11. I don't subscribe to people applying from 9 to 10. No, because you will be burnt out. And that's when it doesn't come, it then comes when you'll be angry. Because you will face some rejection. Not everybody will get, some people will get the first job that they apply for, and that's true. But some people, you might have to apply for a lot. But so that you don't now take the rejection and you are hungry, but pace yourself. I will start at 9 or at 10 or 11, whatever, and I'll finish at 1. I will go and do my other things. I will again come back at 6. I will do till 9. So that we are pacing. I'm not, the only thing I'm doing is not looking for you, because you also need to research, you need to read, you need to see what's happening out there, because that's where you're going to know. For some of you, you will find your job not through not through a job post. Some of you will find your job by actually just reading news. See, I always say that, and believe me when I say there's a lot of ways to find a job. There are lots of ways, because everybody, and it comes to what I said at the end. At the end here, I said something here, and this is one of my best quotes. It's never crowded at the extra miles. See, everybody is going to go to Jobberman, Indeed, they will come to Vamp to look for job, but you can actually find job news. Follow whatever if tech is what you want to do. There are a lot. You follow you follow Tech Point Africa. Follow Tech. Which other one do I subscribe to? Tech About. There's another one that I actually no Tech Safari. I like them now because they really give sensible news. And all of them, they will talk about the business, the tech company that are raising money, the one that have closed. They will even put the opening. Some of them will put the job opening into their newsletter. Some of our friends that are recruiting. Carry newspaper. People don't do that anymore. Those were things that I used to enjoy doing. Even me, it's been a long time that I did that. Read newspaper. Business newspaper is there. People, they will write a business report. You don't even have to pay. When you go to all these nice buildings, they have it. Carry it, read it. What is happening is inside the newspaper. News, you can even Google business news today. Read it. What you are looking for is in all those news. Tell me if there was one company. Yes, okay, it was there's one company now. I read it on the news that they're saying they are going into the Middle East now to open. I can't remember the company it was, and they are looking for 100 positions. I sent it to one of my. I posted my UAE ladies. You carry that news. You see the person they're talking about. You go and meet the person. Oh, I see that you are coming here now to Clinical. Oh, this is me. Oh, I'm happy to help you start up. I know people that have gotten jobs like that from news. Like, there are a lot of ways that we can actually look for, but and for me, that's what I say. It's never crowded. So think about this thing that I want to do. How can I hack it? You've applied for jobs. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys, you can apply on all the job platforms. Like I said, Vamp, LinkedIn, Jobberman, whatever platform you want to use, you apply, but that's one channel. You're not going to sit on one channel and expect that the job is going to land. After you do the application, for me, you go and meet the people that owns the job. Excuse me, I know you're going to get 2,000 applications. I just want to call your attention to my own. Obviously, I'm not going to say that, but that's it. I want you to look at it. I just would like the chance to be interviewed for this role. There are no crazy people. See, at the end of it all, people wants to work with people. Everybody's looking for value. If you say that, you say, this person, yeah, they really, and everybody has a story. Maybe the person said that's how they got the job. They will say, okay, at least I will interview the person. And you passing the interview is another story. But at least get the interview. So you can do that. You can look at news. There are things from news, watching the news. People are posting. Information is out there. Just filter what you want to look for. And then that will also help you. So for me, it's always come from really your mindset. And obviously, be open to relearning. Something is not working. I always tell people, if you're applying for a job, straight every day you plan yourself. Am I doing 20? Am I doing 30 every day? Am I doing 50? You do 50 jobs. Are you doing, let's even say 30 every day for 5 days. You do that for 5 days and you times that by, you do that 20, even if it's 30, you do that for 2 weeks. If you're not getting interviewed, there's a problem. You need to change the strategy. By 2 weeks, if you're already not getting multiple interviews, you need to say, this thing, it shouldn't be. Something is wrong. You quickly review, think of what do I need to do differently. You quickly think about, is it that, what am I doing? Why am I not getting this? Because you have to be getting interviews. If you do it consistently, you have to think like that and quickly pivot your process. What am I going to do next? Because at the end of the day, you're only looking for one job. So once you do all of that and you find your job, you will then obviously then you know that you continue. And again, learning is continuous. You continue to open your eyes, continue to learn. So that's really what I want to share with you today. Obviously, I want to share with you about VampAI. It's like I said, it's an AI recruitment platform where we match candidates with jobs and vacancies that are posted. So all the jobs are ours. When you get on the platform, the jobs that are ours, I believe that they are flagged. You will see the ones that are ours, and we've created other jobs that are not from our employers, but they are from other employers, but are people in Nigeria and I believe in the UK can also apply to. So, but to be able to match with those jobs, you need to create your profile. It's very easy to do. I think it's just like it's 4 steps, different 4 page, by 4 steps you create your profile, and then once there's a job you will get the notifications as our client posts their jobs. And sometimes we always get jobs that our client do not want to post on the platform because they don't want people to know that they are the ones, but we always send those jobs to people that are on our platform. We email everybody. Even when the jobs are private, we email everybody, we give you and then we tell you who to apply with. We have an internal digital recruiter, and if she's the one working on those, we email everybody and we tell you guys to work with them, because there are some roles we are currently working on that are not public because of the client preference. They don't want people to come to them. I don't know why, but we will always email you. We'll tell you the salary. We'll tell you everything, location. We always give all of that information so that people are. For me, I believe that talent should be treated the way that. But I know the market is reversed, but that's not how it should be. It should be because you're coming to added value. It's not a dash. Nobody's giving anybody any free money. So people should be treated with respect, and that's what I believe. So and that's what we're using. We're using VAMP to do. So register, get on VAMP, and register, create your profile, register, and then if you want to get any of the other tools, like you want to write your CV, it can help score your CV. We have those tools that can help as well. So I hope that this conversation has been very helpful. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And if not, it's been lovely to be here. And thank you for the opportunity. And it was nice to share with you guys.
Whoosh. Wow. Thank you so much, Oyinda. So much gems, so much insights. Like, this session was incredibly insightful, practical, forward thinking. I know I wasn't the only one nodding throughout this session. When you talked about your first job doesn't have to be perfect. And just because it's not your dream role doesn't mean that it won't lead you to somewhere meaningful.
Yeah.
That was so spot on. That really hit home and it gave us something to think about. So thank you so much, Oyinda. I really enjoyed your session. So thank you everyone for listening. To our audience, please feel free to drop some of the key takeaways that you got from this session. I want to be sure that your notepads are filled up already. So please share them with us. Let us hear what you took out, what stood out for you from this session. For me, one thing I also took home with, or I'm taking home with, would be that I love how really emphasized or reinforced the importance of mindset. And this is something Florence, our first speaker, also highlighted. It reminded me of how much our thinking can either hold us back or push us forward. So one key lesson I'm walking away with tonight is avoid limiting beliefs, avoid limiting mindsets. You got to believe in yourself and go out into the world ready to claim your space. So thank you so much, Oyinda. So to our audience, thank you. So now it's your turn. If you got questions for Oyinda, whether it's about breaking into tech, learning demand skills, or figuring out your next steps, please drop it in the chat, or you can use the raise hand feature. Okay, I can see your hand raised, so don't worry, I'm coming to you. So guys, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat. Oyinda is here for us. She came prepared for us. So over to you, okay. You can go ahead to ask your question.
All right, thank you so much. Moderator. I want to first of all commend our last speaker for her thoughtful speech and the presentations. She was quite insightful. My question is this, please. I want to know, like, I studied computer science in the university, so I didn't have the practical experience. So that's with my course of study in the university. Now I've graduated, but I don't have a tech skill. So I would want to know which tech skill can someone learn and perfect in it within a period of or a space of 6 months or 1 year and be able to get a good paying job. Hello?
Okay, hi, Stephen. So, sorry, Stephen, your first name or okay?
I am okay, Stephen, my name.
Okay. So,
So you can
our
call
speaker
me.
is not here. I can call you Stephen.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Comfort, and I'm the founder of Academia. So our speaker is not here, but I can take that question as well. So as a computer science graduate, you can learn software engineering. But I know a couple of, you can learn software engineering and know it even in the space of 12 weeks, 3 months, that's 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. And even if you enroll to a program that takes you for 1 year, definitely there is still a part where you still need to practice. And practice makes perfect. And there are some people who learn in the space of 4 weeks. And the more you learn, and when you learning is one thing, but the most important aspect of learning is ensuring that you're practicing what you learn on a daily basis. And that is how to get better and master a skill within the shortest period of time, even with 2 months, 3 months, 1 year. If you learn for 1 year and in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you do not practice, you would still not know it. You still not know it. And you will still be on the same level as someone who just took the course. So one thing that I always advise people who are looking to learn a tech skill, or not even just tech, if you're looking to learn any skill at all, is that as you create a study guide, a study plan for yourself. So as you're learning, you are ensuring that you're practicing. So by practicing, you are building your capacity beyond just theory, because no employer wants theoretical person. Everybody, especially in the tech industry, every employer is looking for someone that joins the team and is ready to get started, not someone that joins the team and still needs to be, tutored or trained, like I said, especially in the tech industry. Because, for example, let's say you're joining a company as a software developer, right? So you're coming there, you're coming to build, you're not coming to look at anything. So that means that they expect you to have practiced and gained hands-on experience. And as a beginner, how do you gain hands-on experience? You can gain hands-on experience by interning, whether it's paid or unpaid. A lot of people are very, very particular about, I want to get paid. And for me, I always tell people that come up with a plan for yourself, study plan. You can give yourself a timeline. Okay, after I learned for 3 months, I'm going to practice. I'm going to enroll for an internship. Even while you're still doing your own side, your full-time job. For me, I always tell people immediately you just learn, just quit your job and start upping. No. Learn whilst you're working. If you have a full-time job, or if you have a skill, or you're an entrepreneur, you can learn, intern, or volunteer. Even sometimes internship is even hard, because some people are looking for those who are interning but knows the job to a certain level. Like I said, the tech industry is quite different from the traditional industry. Even if you're interning in any tech industry, still wants to add some certain level of execution. You need to know how to actually execute. So that means that you can even volunteer, tell them, oh, don't worry, don't pay me, I can do it for free. Nobody will mind. Everybody don't mind, and it comes for free. But you can even look for people that look for projects that you can volunteer. Look for people that are where you want to be now, and look, how can I volunteer? You can be my mentor. I'll just volunteer. You don't have to pay me anything, just to learn from you. And you're able to build experience. And as you build experience, you build your capacity. And that is how you can move from being an entry-level person into becoming an intermediate. That is the fastest way to do that. So from becoming an entry-level to an intermediate person is by actively having opportunities to practice and put to work. So as a computer science graduate, you can choose to, if you want to go into the techie part, you can choose to go ahead to learn software engineering. But in case you don't want to do that, you can choose to go into product management. I know someone who studied computer science, but is currently learning product management. And I also know a couple of people who studied computer science and even learned software engineering, but down the line, they switched and became product designers. There's a product designer, the current mentor that we have that is mentoring for product design was a software developer, but he moved to becoming a product designer because he says he doesn't want to do software development anymore. So it's all about what do you want to do? What goals do you want to set for yourself? What exactly are the things that you're looking to achieve? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years? And also, what are the things that excites you, that drives you? If you know that cracking codes and writing codes are not things that really excite you, if you know that managing a team or managing a project, or you're a deep thinker, you're able to come up with product ideas, on the spot, you might want to consider product design, product management. If you're a very creative person and you have a flair for design, you have good eyes for design, you can sketch things, you can draw things, even if you don't know how to draw. I know people who have zero idea, they don't even know anything about graphics. And they went through, like one of the testimonies that we got, someone had not, he was a driver, like an Uber driver, and now a product designer. That means he had no experience. So it's about what excites you, what drives you, and your commitment, and also discipline yourself to commit to it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Comfort. I really appreciate your words of advice and recommendations. Personally, I already have I learned graphic design. I'm very good in graphic design, so I found out that graphic designing is a kind of a skill that has been rampant. It's quite competitive. Many people are doing graphic designing. I don't know. My question is, how will I scale through in, maybe as I've learned graphic design, how will I be able to be the best in the graphic designing industry, and I'll get a good paying job?
Okay, so to answer that question, right? So there is a current trend that I have seen with graphic designers. So graphic design is still something that every company wants to hire a graphic designer, quite all right. But like I said, in the tech space, people always prefer a product designer. And product design, if I'm between product designer and graphic, they have a similarity, because I know someone who also learned some graphic design and transition to becoming product design. So now she's doing both. So she's now like the creative director in a company, because she's able to manage a team of product designers and a team of graphics designers. And also, as a product designer, you still need some certain level of understanding about graphics, because there are times where the design that you're creating would require graphics. It's require you to use Adobe Illustrator or use Photoshop or CorelDRAW or some other things to create some amazing mock-ups or some page banners. Like you see e-commerce platforms, there are banners there. You have to sometimes create those designs for you. And being a graphics person also gives you an edge. That means you understand design. So it gives you an edge over every single person. So that means that if you learn product design now, and then on your CV, there's graphic design, it is easier for an employer to see, okay, this person has a track record in design, and there's possibility that you would get more, you be employed faster than someone who just, an entry-level person. So basically, in the design space entirely, how to position yourself for any opportunity is by constantly showing up. There was a time we had Lasisi, and he's also one of the leading product designer in Nigeria, and he works with global companies as well. And he's currently based in US. What does he do to position himself for opportunities? What does he do to position himself for opportunities? He shows up. And the time when we add him as a guest mentor, you also said that constantly show up. It is a fear of people will not like my design. Nobody will like. That is what keeps designers where they are. So you should not care about whether people will like your design or not. The thing is that you should accept criticism. As a designer, you have to learn to accept criticism and also show up regardless. Take any feedback. If someone comes, your design should have, you've used multiple colors, it's not colorable. Take that feedback. Thank you very much. And then take it and then build your skill, build your capacity to be able to see colors. And because color matching something a very, very important skills in the design space as well. So
yeah,
one thing that you as a designer can do is to constantly show up. Show up regardless of anybody. Show up regardless of, even if you are thinking that, oh, your design is not, post it. By constantly showing up, post it on your WhatsApp status, post it on your LinkedIn platform. If there's something that a friend of mine does, what he does is that in his church, he took up volunteer graphic designer role. And the fact that he took up the volunteer graphic designer, the church knows anybody wants to, we know Jude is designed, the one that does design in the church. We know Tunde. So the fact that the church, because the fact that he's volunteering in a community, that community now helps, increase its portfolio. And that way, people now, anytime they want to, they just refer him, it is this person, this is Tunde, is Solomon. So that way, that is something that you can do, constantly showing up. Post your designs on, whether it's a mock-up of a product, of a mobile app, or a website, or a graphics design, or a graphics flyer. Post it on Instagram. Post on Instagram, collaborate with people. You can look at images of pictures of maybe a flyer, redesign something. That you see a trend of creative people creating designs for celebrities, creating designs for product, and then they tag them and then they collaborate with them. That is one way. But the most important thing that I want you to take is that show up regardless of anything. Show up regardless of your personal conviction or your pride or whatever anybody would say. Show up until you build that confidence that no matter what anyone says about your design, you know that yes, it's not really about you, it's about you getting better. So
improve.
one thing that you do is constantly showing up. That is one thing that to position you, constantly show up. That way you can build a portfolio that would position you better for opportunities.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate.
You're welcome. Any other question?
I intend learning, as you mentioned. I intend learning software engineering, but it's something that requires time. Coding. I really like graphic design. I have passion for graphic design. But I think, as you recommended, one should be able to, transition, switch to, so many tech skills. Big capacity. Yeah.
You can explore product design. You already have an advantage as a graphic designer. You can explore product design, and that way it gives you a wider reach, opportunities in the traditional sector where they need graphics work, and opportunities in the tech sector where they need someone to design for them. And also there is a lot of even opportunities for product designers. If you check Google, you see product design, you would not see graphic designer there. As I said, in the general space, in the traditional space, you will see it. But the tech companies are more of looking for product designers, but they will also look for someone they will still look for graphic design, but the number of hiring opportunities that exist for product designer is more than that for graphics design. So I hope that provides you more context.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Okay.
So it seems there are no more questions. Thank you, Comfort. That was a great perspective. Thank you for sharing that with us. So in the absence of no other question, we would be moving over to the next session. So thank you everyone again. What an incredible day too. or 2 days it has been. We've heard from some truly inspiring speakers and covered so much ground, from building future-proof career to, taking charge of your finances early. I hope you're walking away from today's session feeling not just motivated, but equipped to take action. So a huge shout out to Oyindamola and Florence for tonight's powerful session, and of course to our amazing speakers from day one as well. So the gems they dropped, those are absolutely priceless, I must say. And to you, yes, our amazing audience, thank you for showing up, staying engaged, and asking thoughtful questions and being fully present. You brought so much energy to this workshop, and we love to see it. So now, before we officially wrap things up, there is one more very important thing we don't want you to miss, and that's the academia scholarship opportunity. We're excited about this section.
Wow, that's amazing.
Really amazing. Really amazing. You can say that. Okay. So for as someone currently studying product marketing through academia, I have experienced, firsthand how intentional and supportive their approach is. It's not just about landing a job, it's about equipping you with the mindsets, the skills, and the confidence to build a career that lasts. So their commitment to our growth is real. I mean, it's really real, and I'm really excited for you to benefit that as well. So to share more details on this, I'm going to hand over to someone very special, the brilliant founder of academia herself. So over to you, Comfort. So let's welcome Comfort again as she share more about this exciting opportunity with us.
Thank you very much, Martha. Thank you. I'll try my possible best not to take so much of our time, because I think we only have a few more minutes to be on this call. So so basically academia. Hi, my name is Comfort, and I'm founder of academia. And academia, our focus is to nurture investment-worthy tech talents and future founders. So academia is not for everybody, and also it's for everybody. It's for everybody that is looking to build a worthy career. So when we talk about investment worthy, yes, what we mean. So there are some questions that when you're in the tech, as a tech founder, let's say you're building a product, there are some questions that investors would ask you. Let me make it even more recent. So a few days ago, I was on the streets of LinkedIn, and I saw a post from a venture studio, one of the founders or principal of a venture studio, and it said that AI is not the USP of your product. But now that there's a lot of AI everywhere, everyone say, I'm building an AI solution. AI is not a USP. It's not the unique value version of a product. It's not the unique selling points. No, it's more like an engine. But that's not really, is that an engine? Not really. It's just one part of the engine. One part of the engine, but not necessarily the entire engine. So it was not saying what exactly that they as investors are looking, they would definitely, that is more important to them. One, the problem that your product is solving, and you, the founder, are you fit for the product? Are you worthy of the product? So, and there was a time I was applying for investment for one of the clients that I consult for, was trying to apply for funding. One of the questions that they were asked was, what makes you a fit for this product? What makes you the best person to lead this product? So that means that it is not just having a skill that matters. It's not just, oh, I have a brilliant product idea. It's about you having the capacity to be able to take that product from ground zero to ground millions and billions. Because every investor wants value for their money. Within about, let's say, 3, 5, 10 years. Some can be patient with you for 10 years, and some can be like 3 years, no, max. and some in 5 years, no problem. So what we are building here at academia are investment-worthy tech talents and future founders. So that is why in our training we adopt a practical and project-based learning models. So it is not just, if you ask Martin, you know, she had a lot of assignments that she has been working on and all of those stuff. So designers have a lot of designs from day one. You're already thinking about working on assignments, and those assignments and those projects are not just, you know, something that we just wanted to just do because we wanted to do it. You will do it, and the mentors would review it and give you feedback. So if you think that you're just going to join academia and just like, okay, let me just do it because somebody said I should do it, I don't even have the time, we will catch you. We'll catch you. So because the mentors would provide you feedback and would require you to redo it if you did not do it well. So it is more than a learning institute. It is more than theories. It's about you being able to leave the program with hands-on skills and job-ready skills, that when you are now talking to a recruiter, you're able to tell them, oh, I was able to do this, I built this, I solved this, I came up with this idea, and I did that. So that is what we prioritize here at academia. And we have been able to empower over 200 people with tech and business skills. So beyond just you learning the skill, there are also business leadership skills that you would acquire. And that is why I'm very particular. Academia is for the disciplined and for the committed young Nigerian or African or whatever. So if you are not a very serious-minded person, you would feel frustrated with academia. Trust me, because we will drill you. So if you're serious about a successful career in tech, then academia is the right place for you. Because lateness is not allowed. Absence is not allowed. You must give us notice that, okay, I won't be absent or I won't be around, or you must let us know. We build, that is part of the thing, because if you're going to be a leader, if you're going to lead people, if you're going to lead a company, you have to be able to first lead yourself. You have to be able to first lead yourself. And that is one thing that we ensure that every single person in our program, in our institute, learn. And communication is a very, very good, big skill that anywhere that you find yourself, if you have poor communication skills, you would fail. A lot of people, let me give an example. Today, what happened, no, yesterday, we've been trying to recruit for a particular role. And I really liked the person. I really liked the person. The person had the skill, right? But the person had poor communication skills. Just because of that, my team members was like, no, we cannot. Just because, I was like, well, this person had the skill that we need. But you see, communication is very, very important. So if you cannot learn it in any place, it's not even the tech space that you're all working remotely. So you're not saying because you're working remotely and then they are in a meeting, you're just lying down there, or you come to the meeting late. It's something that you may not get promoted in your place of work. And trust me, that's something that always helped me in every single place that I've been. In the almost 12 years, that's something that's always helped me. Communication skills and my work ethics. So, and that's something that we build. We try to, ensure that every single person, every single member of Academia Institute, every single student learns how to lead themselves, discipline themselves, and be committed. So it's beyond just learning that skill. So, and our goal is to build a community of 5,000 talents that recruit from within. What it means to recruit from within, it means that work together, build something together. So that means that within that community, we want to be a community where we would have people that build solutions together, that hire themselves, that learns together, grow together, because community is a very, very big part of academia. Community has helped me. Some of the startups that I've founded and co-founded before have been with people that I learned with, like 10 years ago. People that I learned with 10 years ago. Some of the products that I'm working with are with people that I've learned, that I learned with. We went to the same school, not even university. I'm talking about we learned to the same tech school at the time. And then it was just computer school and graphic design school then. So that is why we always emphasize on the power of community. And we are trying to build a community of 5,000 talents that recruits from within. So we've been able to train a lot of individuals across the world. We have people that are learning from Canada. We have people that are learning from Kenya. We have people that are learning from UK, in the United States, and our very own beautiful, lovely Nigeria. And across the globe as well. There are people who are learning across the world, across the globe, coming into academia to build a capacity, to be worthy of someone's money. Because investment is someone's money. To be worthy of someone's money. Everybody wants free money, but are you worthy of that money? You know, when you get investors' money is sweet because you're not stressing your head about how to market your product or how to pay your staff. There is someone has given you $100,000, $150,000, $700,000. Some people will give $1 million to, you know, launch your product and build amazing solutions. So are you worthy of that? So we have been able to train people across the globe. And we have also been privileged to have amazing mentors, honorary mentors and trainers, people who have built solutions, amazing solutions, and working in global organizations. We have mentors who constantly train, and we have guest mentors who come to build capacity for our members. So that means we have only student-only sessions. So these guest mentors and these guest speakers come to us. This session we have now is for everybody. Imagine the value you're getting for this one that is for everybody. Now imagine having a student-only session. This is also different from, you know, the normal training that you have. So that means you're trained normally, and then you now have another professional who is an expert or a founder or a co-founder or a CTO or someone who is leading amazing products or marketing solutions across the world, coming to train, to have conversations with you, to teach you some certain things. A few weeks ago, we had people from Your Notify, a marketing automation platform. And next week, we'll be having mentors from some mentors who reside in Canada. We also have mentors who will come to teach on SEO, mentors who will come to teach on so many other things. And these are student-only sessions. It's not for everybody. So if you want to get access to that session, you have to become a student of academia. So we are planning to have all of these people drive the mission of academia. People who support us and ensure that every single person that leads our program is well equipped and well experienced and knowledgeable to position you right for the job market. So now this brings me to the scholarship opportunities that we have here for academia, for everybody on the call. If you're an ambitious corper or a recent graduate, you can to win a 70% tech scholarship to learn software development, product marketing, product management, or product design. And it's a 3-month hands-on training. It means that 3 months of intensive learning. You will learn practical, hands-on. You build projects and work with mentors and global mentors to be able to build your capacity. And when you're done, you get to be able to showcase what amazing things that you've done to recruiters. So if you're interested in learning software development, if you're interested in learning product marketing, product management, or product design, which is UI UX design, you can get a 70% tech scholarship, which is sponsored by Stratpower. So it's 70% for 12 weeks hands-on training. So this is a 12-week program, mentor-led. It is virtual training. So it's not physical, but it's virtual, but you get the same experience as it's more like you have in a physical, because like I said, lateness is not allowed, neither is absenteeism as well. So dedication is important, engagement in the class. You have to engage in the class. And there are assignments at the end of the class as well. And the good news is that at the end of the class, you still have access to the videos of the class, because every class that you take, we still record it so that you can go back to do like catch up. Okay, let me refresh my memory. Let me do a catch up. But let's go back to, refresh your memory about what was taught in the class. So how much are you paying as a student from this 70% scholarship? You have to pay 60,000 naira only. But for the first 10 people that will register between now and 8th of June. So if before the 8th of June, we get 10 persons, that means the 50,000 naira is off. So for the first 10 persons that registers, you get to pay 50,000 naira instead of 60,000 naira. And the good news is that we understand that the financial part, there is installment option. So even with this price, you can still break the money down and pay in installments. You can pay 20, 20, 23 times, or you pay 30 twice. it's all flexible. This is very, very flexible. So when does class start? Class starts June 26th to 30, between June 26th and 30th. And that's because there are different days for each classes. So register, don't waste too much time. The last scholarships opportunity that we offered, a lot of people missed out because they thought that, oh, it was going to extend. We do not extend. So once it is time, we close registration. So don't wait and say, oh, there's still time, there's still time, there's still time. You'll be amazed at how time will just fly. You will shock, hey God, and we just see, sorry, no longer accepting applications. So registration closes 21st of June, 2025. So why should you learn in academia? I already mentioned it to you. I already said it to you already. You get a certificate of completion. So when you learn and you get to work with globally experienced mentors, you get practical and project-based learning. We adopt that practice. It's very, very important. That practical, even me myself, I'm an employer. I do not, when you come to an interview and you start throwing big languages for me and start telling me to, I'll be like, no, please. I'll just know. But so it's very important that you understand it. That is why when I'm interviewing anybody, I always ask you, give me a scenario where you've applied this thing. So imagine you've been giving me big buzzwords words, big language. And I tell you to give me scenario now, you cannot give me scenario. That means you're just, theory teacher. So we want someone who is able to, people who are able to defend the skills that they have. And that is why we adopt practical and project-based learning model. And also, like I said, investment worthy tech talents and future founders. For you to be able to lead people, you have to be able to first lead yourself. We are building leadership capacity with our team, with our people as well. And also the way we'll teach you makes you job ready. Because like I said, every employer don't want theory teacher. They don't want people that will just come and just tell them big words. They want people who are able to create strategy and execute the strategy. Someone who is able to design and explain the design that they designed. But if you design something, I cannot even explain what you designed. You will create the wireframe, you would come up with the user flows, you would come up with the lo-fi and come up with the hi-fi and defend the design. Because there's also a capstone project where you would present the design in front of panel of judges. And the panel of judges will give you feedback. So portfolio building as well. So that means that you're building a portfolio, whether you're in the software development class or you're in the product design class, you are able to build a portfolio for yourself whilst you are learning. And also, there are career workshops and special sessions with industry leaders and mentors that are working in global companies that would come and have conversations with you. You can have heart-to-heart talk with them and let them know, okay, this is what, they will tell you what exactly is going on. And they will let you know, this is what is happening in the real world, though. This is what you need to prepare for. And they'll tell you exactly the way it is. So, for those that are like, okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm good with this. I'm good. I want to get started. But are there ways I can work with academia and earn? Yes. So yes. There is a way you can earn with academia as well. So just in case, okay, let's say you don't want to learn yet, or you don't have the time. Maybe your schedule is not, and you feel like, okay, well, or probably you don't even have enough money to learn. There's an opportunity for you to earn money and also get a free training. So that means that, so if you refer people, so for every, you can refer people, can join our ambassadorship program. And for every referral that you get to give out, you make, for every person that you refer and the person gets onboarded in the program, you get 5,000 naira for every single referral. If you refer 10 people, that's 50,000 naira. And if you refer up to 3 persons, you can get the training for free without paying a dime. You're interested in learning and you refer 3 persons and the people get on board and make payment, you get free training for free. But if you want to refer, you can just refer, become an ambassador, and then start earning and working with academia from the comfort of your home with just your mobile device. Just, you can share it on your socials, you can tell your friends and this, and then simple. We can also provide you with materials if you need them. If you need material, so you don't need to go through all of this, or you just need to just share it and then let us know this person, and then we are good. So to get started on that, just send a WhatsApp message to this number, 081-8381-5950, and we'll get you onboarded. So like I said, we are nurturing investment body talents and future founders. So if you are ready and serious, you see the serious is highlighted in red. That's why it's very, very important. Ready is bold. So ready and emphasis on ready and serious. So if you're ready and serious about a successful career in tech, we would hold your hand. We would hold your hand like a baby. We would hold you and ensure, yes, you get the right thing that you need. We would guide you throughout the process. All you just need to do is visit our website, go to the scholarship section and click on graduate scholarship and apply. Registration is open now. So if you would like to get started so that you do not miss out on this early bird. So everybody here now, this is an opportunity for everybody here to get the early bird slot. Get the early bird slot. But if you snooze, you might lose it and have to pay the original price. But still, I know some people like to procrastinate a lot. Procrastination is nobody's friend. Procrastination is nobody's friend. So don't procrastinate. Take the bold step and start a career that you've dreamed of. You've seen people do amazing things in tech. This is your own opportunities too to get right in and do amazing things that you'll be proud of, and your family will be proud of, and even your friends will be proud of. Like, oh yes, that's my guy. Oh, that's my friend. Don't snooze. I look forward to having everyone here on board. Thank you. I'm really willing to take questions if there are any questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Comfort, for spotlighting such meaningful opportunity and for all the work academia is doing to empower graduates far beyond just landing their first job. So do we have any question for Comfort? Okay, over to you. Okay.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, I would want to have the contact for the registration for training.
All right. The link to join the community is on the chat. So feel free to click on that and you would get all the information you need.
Yeah, you can check the chat. I've dropped the registration link there. So you can just click on it and register.
Okay. All right. So regarding the payment for the registration, you said one can be able to, pay instrumentally. So like how much can one pay if the price for the registration is 50K or 60K? Can I be able to pay like 15 or 20? Then after the training, I can be able to pay the rest.
So you, for the installment training programs, installment payments, so you can split into 3 and pay 20K upon your acceptance, pay 20K, and then after the first 3 weeks, you pay another 20K, and then the next 2 weeks, you pay another 20K. So you can split it into a period of 2 months to pay the entire sum. Yeah. So you pay the first 20K, and then you pay another by the 3rd or 4th week, and then you pay another by the 3rd or 4th week. So that means you can split the payment and complete it within 2 months. But it's compulsory that you must have completed the payment before you graduate.
Okay, but you made mention of the early birds getting an advantage of paying 50K instead of the original price. Okay.
Yes. So you can pay 2020-10 or 2020-10 or 10 or 2015-15, but the initial deposit starts at 20.
All right. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Once you've applied, the team would reach out and then try to get you on board on that. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, Uche, your hand is up.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm sorry, but I was wondering. They said the class is actually for NYSC and recent graduates. So, is there any space for people who have been away from school for quite a long time?
Okay, okay. So you can also register. You can also register, and then the team would. There are special concessions that we make for some certain individuals. So, but you can register, and then once you register, the team would also evaluate, look at your profile, and let you know if you're eligible for the scholarship. But definitely, academia accepts everybody into the program, whether or not you're a copper or a recent graduate, or you're an elder person, you're 50, 60, even if you're 100 years old and you're still able to understand, read and write, we can train you. We've trained elderlies as well. We've trained people who are 45 years, even people who are 50 years old as well in our institute. And we've trained people who are as young as 18 years and even 16 years old as well. So there is no restriction to applying to join an academia program. As long as you're interested, just go ahead and apply. Don't allow whatever is out there stop you. Give yourself the nudge.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay. Do you have any more questions?
Please, I have one more question.
Okay.
I would want to know, your institute, does it have any physical office? Where is it located? Where can we find it?
Okay, so we are a remote first company. So that means we have staffs across Nigeria. We have staffs in Calabar, we have staffs in Enugu, we have staffs in Lagos, we have staffs in Osun State, and we have someone who works with us from Canada as well. So that means that we're a remote first company. So, but definitely we have office hours. Office hours means that you can book a one-on-one call with any member of our team member to have conversations to clear any concerns that you want. But we do not have a walk-in office for someone to walk in. But in some cases, we tend to have one-on-one conversations with people for special needs. But definitely, we're a remote first company. We have employees all over around Nigeria and some other places in the world as well. But we can have one-on-one virtual, which is office hour, one-on-one virtual calls, if you need that.
Okay. Okay, it's obvious you don't have a physical office. That's what you're saying?
Yes, we don't have a physical work-in office. Yes.
All right, I grab that.
Okay. Any other question? Please ask your question, get clarifications. If you have any concerns, we are more than willing to clear that. If you need anything or any requests, recommendations, I'm very, very big on feedback as well. So go ahead with your questions. I think we are already over time, so I'm just going to stop sharing now. Over to you, Mata. I look forward to having you, Uche and Mwoke on board. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Comfort, and thank you, amazing audience. Looking forward to seeing you all register for the scholarship. Don't miss out on this. This could be a stepping stone to something bigger than you've imagined. So before we close out completely, one last thing. So if you're not already part of the academia community, now's the time. So the link is pinned to the chats. The link to join the community is pinned to the chats. So this is more than just a group. It's a growing network of learners, doers, and dreamers like you all. So these all people, they're all navigating like life after graduation. And even not even like recent graduates, you could just see someone you could actually just learn from there. So if you want to find continued support, job tips, or like honest conversations, now the time to do so. Feel free to click on that link and you quickly to direct you to the WhatsApp group where you could get connected. And also, if you missed the last session, the full recording is attached to the day 2 event on the calendar. Mean the calendar link you clicked on to join this webinar. You will see the full recording from day one there, so you just go through it. And yeah, so that's it from me.
YouTube channel. It's also on our YouTube channel, and this video also on our YouTube channel as well. So the recap for the last session is on our YouTube channel, Academia Institute. You can always watch it, and this would also be uploaded there as well.
Thank you, Comfort. All right. Thank you again, everyone, for joining in tonight. Do have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
All right. Good night. Thank you so much.